Hi, welcome again to the Melling Law YouTube channel where we talk about different estate planning topics relevant to people living in Utah. Today we're talking about managing other people's money. So this is specifically today about managing trust funds. Now that managing other people's money title comes from a book series published by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We'll include a link below, but they have a whole series about different instances where people tend to manage other people's money and how to protect yourself and how to protect the person whose money you're managing. So in a living trust, there are two instances generally where you're going to be managing a living trust for the benefit of someone else. The first would be when they've lost capacity but are still living. So someone puts their property into this trust, but then maybe they get Alzheimer's or dementia or have a stroke, and they have someone else managing that trust for them after they've been disabled. Now, during the lifetime of that person, it's their money. So your job as trustee is to manage the money for their benefit and in their best interests. And maybe that sometimes could be against their wishes, and sometimes that's according to their wishes. If they always said, I never want to be in a home or in a facility, but they have specific medical needs that need to be met, then your duty as trustee is to look out for their interests. And even if they might not want to be in a facility, or they say they don't want to be in a facility, but their doctors are pleading with you to put them into a facility and to pay for that, then it is your duty to pay for that, because your job is to look out for their best interests even when they aren't necessarily able to do that on their own. Another instance is, let's say they want to go spend all their money on some extravagant trip or vacation. To the extent they can afford that, then yes, maybe that's great. But if they've only got $10,000 to their name in this trust, then your job is to protect those funds, preserve them, and use them for their needs. So we have this this kind of situation where the person is still living, and then after they've passed away, your duty then shifts to providing, according to the terms of the trust, providing for the beneficiaries. And maybe that's simply selling everything and distributing it to the beneficiaries. Maybe this is holding the funds, investing them in a reasonable manner until the beneficiaries reach a certain age, at which point they're allowed to take the trust funds, or until some future event has happened, like them graduating from school. Whatever that may be, your job at that point is to follow the trust and how it's drafted, and to apply that to the circumstances as they change. If you want more information about managing other people's money as trustee of a revocable living trust, then feel free to read the book published by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That we will link that below. They're available for free. Feel free to order one if you've got any questions about that, or feel free to give us a call if you have any questions about how to manage these funds.